right, we got my coach, Coach Oakley Watkins. Coach, man, here we are, Thanksgiving week, going to the semifinals. Coach, man, tell us how things is going.
Well, anytime you get to practice on Thanksgiving, it is an absolute blessing. I just told our team it's a privilege, honor, and just something we take a lot of pride in here. There's a lot of tradition here, and being able to practice on Thanksgiving is not something a lot of people get to do. So we're enjoying every moment of it.
Okay, Coach, now you're here in the semifinals, man. We know you faced some adversity early in the year. You lost your starting quarterback. You had to bring someone in new. How did you guys overcome that adversity?
Yeah, we just talk about in our program having the courage to play the next play no matter what happens. And I think that's really holds true to what our team's done. I mean, adversities hit our team early. We had against Cal, we had 8, 9 starters out, and we looked on the sideline. For our guys to really just practice resiliency, which is something we talk about in our program regularly, has been something that's been at the forefront of everything. And I think that's why we're here today is playing the schedule we did and facing the adversity that we have.
Yeah, well, now we know that you had a little 3 game stretch where you had Franklin County, Cal, and Boyle County. Who made that schedule?
You know who made that schedule.
Who came up with that
The
stuff?
Riverboat Gambler.
Well, the thing about high school football is you got to make the schedule 2 years out, and that's really we're getting ready to probably start making that next schedule for the next cycle next summer. So for us, our mindset is you want to play the best teams you possibly can because that's when you learn things about yourself. Is we don't want to learn things about ourselves in the region final or state championship and say, man, we didn't know that about ourselves, but you learn it playing really really good opponents like that.
Now we know that it was probably made strategically so you guys can have this home game here. Did those games benefit you guys for trying to have this game here?
They definitely did. Part of it, I know a lot of people said, man, they RPI scheduled where they got PRP as a 6A, North Hardin as a 6A, which definitely did help us. But Cal's a 3A opponent. Franklin County and Boyle are both 4A opponents, but they're just really good football teams that we know are going to really challenge us. So those games for us aren't really an RPI deal. They're just how can we get ourselves better with the tough schedule.
Now, Coach, you are a mainstay here and have been here through, this whole culture building. And now coming through, the coaches that they've had, Coach Doug, and now you are the guy. Just kind of tell us what can you pull from those coaches and what have you learned as you've ascended to here?
Yeah, I think one of the cool things about LCA is it's a players first program first and foremost. We had members of the 2009 state championship team here last week talking to our team in our Thursday community devotional. And Coach Paul Raines, who coaches offensive line for us, was the head coach on the 2009 team. So we've got 2 former head coaches here that I think just exhibit and exude what LCA football is all about, which is just a group of selfless people working for a common goal. And our program mantra, "Together we win," is a testament to those 2 guys because we've got 3 head coaches really on our staff, 2 that were previous head coaches that are selfless enough to come back and give their time and energy back to a place that really matters to them. And I think that's what makes LCA such a special place. I don't know that there's another place in the country where you have 2 former head coaches that are on the staff. So I've learned a lot from those guys. And our staff in general is just awesome. I mean, we've got experience from all different levels. Got guys that have played in the NFL, got guys that won college national championships, got guys that have played in the SEC. So that's pretty special when you have that.
You started out the season, your starting quarterback now was your starting running back. Then you had some adversity. Your starting quarterback gets injured. Then Nash steps in. How's that transition been?
Well, the cool thing about Nash as a quarterback is Nash is he's just a football player. I mean, he plays a lot of defense for us, and a lot of people may question that, but that's what who Nash is. He's an aggressive downhill guy. He's a team first guy. He doesn't care. That's the thing for him is like he competed for the starting job. He was a starter for us on the defensive side of the ball, which was a part of that decision was Carter had really done a good job in camp, and those 2 were really best friends, which is pretty neat in its own right. But Nash went through that competition, but he prepared every day like he was going to be the guy, even while getting all the defensive reps. So I think Nash just being a hard-nosed guy that just cares about his team and he loves this program. He's grown up in this program. That's pretty cool when you get to coach somebody like that. But there's not another, and I say 2 guys because Carter has continued to lead even though he hasn't been playing breaking down film. He's a coach administrator on Huddle now, and that's rare too to have somebody when they wait their turn, get hurt, but still be here every day and help their team get better. I think that's a testament to both Nash and Carter.
All right, Coach, going into this week's game, what's it going to take to get us this win and move us on the crow?
Yeah, we say it all the time. The margin of error gets it's smaller and smaller each week. Belfry obviously is a team that wants to run the ball downhill at you, and they're going to be a team that's unorthodox from what we've seen, because we've seen a lot of spread throughout this year. So preparing for that, trying to replicate their offense the best we possibly can from a scout perspective is something that we just spent a lot of time doing on a Monday practice. But it's really just can't turn the football over. Got to be able to run the football this time of year. Got to be able to play great defense, and that's something for us. Like, as an offensive guy, I told our team when I first took over as head coach, I said, we're going to be a defensive-minded football team. I think that's what you got to be to be able to win this late in the year. Obviously, we want to score points. That's something I want to be able to do. But I think that's what we've got to hang our hat on, is continue to be a team that's going to really get at you on the defensive side of the ball, and everything else will come into place.
You got anything else?
Well, Coach, man, good luck to you this week, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't know about this guy.
What?
Please, don't mess with that
Man,
guy.
fly,
Coach.
Eagles, fly, baby.
Yeah, we'll see if
We
he
winning,
comes
we
out there.
riding, coach.
That's right.
Take
All
care,
right,
coach.
all
And
right.
good luck to
Yes,
you.
thank
All
you.
right.